Hey guys, what's going on? So today I have a collection update. Pretty decent size. I've got around 10 CDs and 1 cassette. Just everything I've kind of gotten over the past few months, as well as everything I got for Christmas. So yeah, background, we're listening to Dehumanize, Prophecies Foretold. Of course, if you don't know Dehumanize, classic, really early slamming brutal death metal from New York. You know, in the vein of like Suffocation, Internal Bleeding, if you like that kind of shit, you'll love this. But yeah, some of my favorite shit from New York. So, I guess I'll show the cassette first. This is Devourment with Butcher of the Week. Kind of funny I'm holding up in the 6 Flies of Flag, same color album cover. Got this from this new label, Eminent Sounds. I'll put a link to their distro in the bio. Really cool new label. This was put out through Lindung Productions, which is like an Indonesian sort of brutal death metal cassette label. Also pretty new, a little smaller label. This was on their distro for Eminent, and Eminent is putting out some interesting stuff. But there's been a lot of really good new kind of brutal death metal reissues on cassette of like classic albums and stuff. And this is just one of them. I mean, Corpse Crystal has really been doing a lot of those, and same with Dissonant Tapes. I really gotta make a word from them. But anyways, one of the things that does kind of like suck is I expected this to be the Blue Butcher of the Week album, because you know it's the album cover, and that's what I expected it to be. But it's just a yellow one on cassette. But oh well, I mean I already own that album, but it's still cool. It's still a Devourment tape of a good album. It's just a shame that it's not the rare blue one, just the wrong album cover or whatever. But still cool nonetheless. Just a little bit of a letdown in that aspect, but still very happy to have this very nice, you know, cool album cover. It's the back, you know, classic album. I already have the yellow one on vinyl, but it's a really good sounding tape. But you know, you got the title track, Butcher of the Week, Masturbating at the Slab, Cyril Cocksucker, Tomb of Scabs, and on B-side you got Autoerotic Asphyxiation, Anal Electrocution, Fuck Her Head Off, and Baby Killer. Of course, the re-recorded Baby Killer, not the 1999 one that's on 138. I think that was a little better, but the one here is still good. Anyways, clear cassette, nice label. Like I said, it sounds really good. The J card, just got this like artwork. It's like a close up from part of the album cover, kind of goes sideways, but just logo, the album title. But yeah, good sounding cassette, good album. Shame that, like I said, it's not what I expected. It's the wrong album cover, but still cool. And one of the cool things about this order too was Eminent Sounds included 2 promos for shit from their label, from bands that are also from Southern California. Eminent Sounds also from Southern California, same kind of area I live in, whatever. 2 promos, they're both really good shit. This one is Pencil Lead Syringe. I believe they're from the Inland Empire, from obviously in California. Really good shit. Kind of grindy, blasty stuff, but it's got a lot of groove and slams as well. Some cool artwork right there. They're pretty nice. The other one is this band called Nominate, I don't know how you pronounce them. But they're another kind of very blasty, technical sort of brutal death metal band. If you're into like Inveracity, you'll probably like this. Another good band from California. Good shit. So yep, that's my order from Eminent Sounds. I'll put a link to their distro in the bio. It's some really good shit. They're a new upcoming label. Figure they could use to support. Good stuff. Next 3 CDs I got from Severed Records on their Black Friday sale. I forgot what % off it was, but like I ended up getting like 3 CDs for like $20, and that's including shipping. So good fucking deal, and I got some really good shit. So first up, we have Dripping with Disintegration of Thought Patterns During a Synthetic Mind Traveling Bliss. Reissue art of just like weed or whatever. The original art I think is better, but even then the original art isn't always the greatest, but it's got some like late 90s, early 2000s shitty computer graphic charm. But anyways, this is a reissue put out through Gutter Christ. You know, sounds really good. If you don't know Dripping, really weird, avant-garde, sort of experimental slam band from the late 90s, early 2000s. This is obviously their best material. I'm pretty sure this is the only full length they ever put out. But yeah, 8 songs on here, which is really weird. There's some songs where it's like, it'll cut to like a hip-hop beat. There's one song where it cuts to like a hip-hop beat, and out of nowhere, there's just this ridiculous fucking 808, and it goes into really old school, kind of New Yorky sounding slams. There's just some ridiculous, really cool, kind of grindy highs on here. Just really snotty sounding. And, you know, the more gurgly, typical kind of lows you would get in early slam. But there's the disc, picture of the vocalist. I think this album was made in his honor or another member of the band, but cool logo right there. I can't remember, I think it's just like, yeah, the booklet has like pictures of the band and then like some artwork from other releases. That's the original album cover right there. There's another reissue cover. I think that one kind of sucks though. I think that's for like a vinyl press. I don't know what that one is for, but that's their demo. But yeah, really good shit. If you want some really weird, out there, very trippy, drug-induced sort of slam, listen to Dripping. You're not going to hear anything else like this, I guarantee. Next CD I got from Severed. This one I've been meaning to get for a while. This is a nice reissue. First of all, if you're offended by fucking, like, fucked up, kind of misogynistic album covers, then you leave now. But this is Gorgasm with Stab Wound Intercourse. If you don't know Gorgasm, fantastic fucking, very blasty, sort of brutal death metal from, I want to say they're from Illinois, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, really good shit. This is their first release. If you're not counting the demo, although this has their demo as their bonus tracks on here. But it's a 6-song EP and then bonus tracks from the demo from '96. So it's pretty much full-length material CD. I believe the EP's like 15 minutes and so is the demo. So it's nice. There's the disc. You know, classic album cover, pretty cool. More artwork on the back. This is a reissue done by Severed. An original press of this is just ridiculous amounts of money. And, I mean, this reissue has more stuff, so you're getting more for cheaper at that point. Let me put it out. You just have, like, lyrics and stuff. But yeah, really cool shit. This isn't my favorite release from Gorgasm. It's definitely one of their strongest. My favorite is their first album, Stab Wound Intercourse, but this EP that came out before that is phenomenal. Maybe not quite as blasty or technical as they would get, but it still has that really dark sort of almost neoclassical melody that they have going on, but it's also ridiculously brutal. I mean, it's like when you see the album cover, you already kind of know what it's gonna sound like. But it's also a little unique, though. Like I said, Gorgasm kind of throws in some melody in there too. Really cool shit. So Gorgasm, Stab Wound Intercourse, happy to own this. I believe there's only like 2 albums from them I don't own at this point. Orgy of Murder and Destined to Violate. So that's cool. Next up, last thing I got from Severed. This is Lust of Decay with Infesting the Exhumed. Yeah, I got the notes out right. Fucking cool album cover. Classic brutal death, or classic but underrated brutal death metal. I believe these guys are also from somewhere in the Midwest. Can't remember very exactly. It might be Ohio or Illinois. I'm not 100% sure, but really grindy. If you like Lividity, then you'll probably like these guys. Super fucking fast. I really love the drumming on here. It's really snappy. They also have their Rest in Hell demo from 2000's bonus tracks. I believe this is the second press of the album. But there's the back. Spit out through Comatose. I believe Lust of Decay actually owned Comatose records, so that's cool. But cool disc with the logo. Behind it, I believe, yeah, it's just the art from the demo. And on the spine it says like "Prepare for Sickness," or "Prepare for the Sickness." Excuse me. But yeah, cool shit. Behind the disc on the original press of the CD, I think that there's actually a picture of fucking Tub Girl, so that's funny. But she's in the booklet though. Kind of all weird, but you can't really see it. Hopefully it's good. I don't think it's gonna take it down over that, but picture of the band and some like credits here. Looks like. And then the back, another picture of the band. They're really good shit, pretty underrated. If you like Lividity, Old Dying Fetus, Regurgitation, stuff like that where there's a lot of highs and it's really grindy, you'll definitely like this. A lot of grooves and kind of slammy riffs on here too. I think the 2 best songs on here are definitely Head in a Crockpot and Mutilation Tool. Those 2 songs are phenomenal, especially Head in a Crockpot. If you haven't heard Lust of Decay and you're going to listen to at least one song, go listen to that one. But yeah, this is some really good shit, very underrated. I think they might have put out another album, but I'm not 100% sure. But this is definitely their most like classic sort of material. But yeah, Lust of Decay with Infesting the Exhumed. Happy to own this one. Some really good shit. Alright, next up, this CD was a gift from my buddy Jack, who's in this band. This is Visceral Mass's self-titled EP from last year, 2020, put out through Maggot Stomp. Really good shit. Brutal death metal sort of stuff with tinges of like the modern style old school death metal. But it's produced like an old school brutal death metal album. I mean, the guitar tone on here is probably my favorite part of the whole thing. It's really scooped and chunky sounding. But yeah, just awesome shit. Cool album cover. 4-song EP. This was definitely one of the best things to come out last year, honestly. But yeah, I believe Visceral Mass might be on hiatus right now. Because I know something happened with their drummer, who was also in Incoffinized, and I know Incoffinized broke up because of that. So that's a shame, but hopefully Visceral Mass can get a new drummer and put out more shit, because this was really good. I think the best songs are probably Human Stew and Drowning in Rot. Good drumming on here, of course, and really killer, chuggy sort of riffs. Not the most technical thing ever, but in a good way. You know, it's just simple, really solid brutal death metal. The vocals are pretty cool. Most of the time they're just regular lows, but on like 1 or 2 songs on here, he does like a high that almost reminds me of Malignancy. Like it starts out kind of low and then it gets higher as it goes along, and it just sounds really energetic. But this is just some great shit. Yeah, if you're watching this, Jack, thanks for the CD. This is so cool of you, man. And yeah, go check out Visceral Mass. It's some killer shit. Self-titled EP. Let's just put up through Maggot Stomp and Severed Records, which means like a split release or whatever. But really cool shit. So yeah, Visceral Mass, self-titled. Next CD was a Christmas gift from my girlfriend. So if you're watching this, thank you so much. I love you. But this is Lividity with To Only the Sick Remain. If you don't know Lividity, pretty classic brutal death metal. Pretty sure they're from Illinois as well, another Midwest kind of band. This is their second full-length album. This is one of my favorites from them. This is the last one I really care about from Lividity. Everything after this one, they changed vocalists. And I think that the Vaughn era Lividity, vocals aren't as good, but I want to say it's Matt's the name of the frontman during this era. His vocals are really cool. This is the first thing I ever heard from Lividity. If you're new to them, this isn't a bad place to start, but I think Fetish for the Sick is probably their most classic release. It's probably the best one to start with, but this was my introduction to Lividity like a year or 2 ago when I first listened to them, and it's really good shit. Really cool album cover. I know they did some reissues with redone art, but I think this is a lot better. There's the back. Song titles on this are fucking ridiculous. Just really goofy, stupid. If you don't know about Lividity, they have a very kind of porno-themed sort of stick. They're not like porno grind or anything. They're definitely just regular brutal death metal. A lot of people call them porno grind because of the song titles, but some of the song titles, like the most ridiculous ones, are Second Coming, Pussy Lover Part 2, Snack-Sized Hits, and Tight Little Cunt. Just ridiculous shit, man. If you're offended by that sort of thing, you'll totally not like this, but if you listen to most brutal death metal, this probably won't bother you. I know a lot of people nowadays try to fucking cancel this band over that, but, you know, it's all very tongue-in-cheek. If you're into, like, G.G. Allen, Anal Cunt, that sort of stuff, then you should know that it's, you know, it's tongue-in-cheek. It's meant to be offensive. It's meant to piss people off because it's just fun. But yeah, really good shit though. There's some killer, chuggy, really menacing sounding riffs on here. Lividity has these really goofy but fun sounding highs I really like. You know, just lyrics and stuff to go with the band. Not the most technically proficient brutal death metal band, but they have great fucking songs. A lot of really dirty samples on here. You know, very adult sort of content, but just really fucking heavy, grindy, simple, chunky brutal death metal. So yeah, if you're into that sort of thing, then I would highly recommend Lividity, but if you're easily offended, this is definitely not for you, like I said. But yeah, Lividity, Twin Sick Man. So yeah, thank you, Wava, again for the CD. It's so fucking sick. And also, thank you for the Rodican long sleeve. This shit's so sick. But yeah. Alright, next 3 CDs were Christmas gifts from my parents. And technically the 4th one because I bought it with an eBay card they got it from me. But anyways, this is an album I've been wanting to get for a while. I know this reissue came out this year. It says Dystopia with the Aftermath. Everyone loves Dystopia. You know, and if you don't know Dystopia, go listen to them and you will love them if you're into any sort of metal or punk. If you don't know Dystopia and you've been living under a rock, kind of mixture of crust punk and sludge metal. I'd say they're about an even mix of both. Some songs are more slow and sludgy, and some songs are more punky. But Dystopia has a knack for making really dark, really fucking depressed, angry sounding music. And I think this might be my favorite release from them, honestly. Human Equals Garbage is really good too, and almost as good, but the first 5 songs in that compilation are like phenomenal, and the rest of it's just pretty good but not as good, whereas this one's a lot more consistent throughout. Cool album cover. There's the back. My favorite Dystopia song is on here, actually, which is Jarhead Fertilizer. It's such a ridiculous song. Super catchy, just so fucking pissed off. Cool kind of graffiti looking disc art. I like these like photos all over the CD. You got these like very poverty-stricken looking children holding a gun pointing at the camera. It looks like, or not the camera, but kind of to the side. But really cool shit. Just really dark, very real sort of stuff. You know, these guys are pretty political, but the music is very powerful. Not all their stuff is political. Sometimes it's just about social issues in general. But you got like tons of artwork and lyrics and stuff in here. Really nice stuff. But yeah, Dystopia, all their lyrics and stuff are very dark, very serious stuff. Lyrics about disease, lyrics about fucking war, political stuff, more personal matters, family issues, depression. It's just really fucking dark stuff. The best songs on here, I'd say, probably Father's Gun, Backstabber, Jarhead Fertilizer, Anger Brought by Disease, and Diary of a Battered Child. This is just some awesome shit. Everyone who's into any kind of metal or punk pretty much loves Dystopia. Like, very rare. Like, the only people that won't like Dystopia are, like, boomers who, like, listen to the same fucking, like, AC/DC album over and over and hear these, like, screechy sort of vocals in Dystopia. Like, Dystopia is phenomenal. Everybody likes them, and if you don't like them, I don't know what to tell you, but this is a great fucking release. Not quite as popular as Human Equals Garbage, but I think this one's a little stronger, to be honest. But yeah, if you want some really fucking angry music that's just very real, kind of hits you in the gut, then you will love Dystopia, so go listen to The Aftermath. Phenomenal. Thank you to my parents for all these CDs if you're watching this. Next 2 are from Immense Brutality, or they're on the label Immense Brutality, but two gifts from my parents. Infected Malignity with The Malignity Born from Despair. Great fucking brutal death metal from Japan. Very blasty, but also with a lot of New York sounding slams. To me, these guys sound like a mixture of Nile and Internal Bleeding. I know that sounds like a weird mix, but it works really well. And this is just some crazy good shit. Really cool album cover. There's a long stint of this on the Immense Brutality I'd like to get sometime. Track listing. I believe it's only like 8 songs. I know these guys went like deathcore after they made this album, which I think is really weird, but the disc fell out, but put it back on. But picture of the band. These guys are from Japan. I don't know why, but for every single Japanese brutal death metal band I can think of, there's at least one picture where one of the members is wearing a Piece of Flesh Trading Pieces shirt. And this is one of them. But yeah, my Gorevent CD, one of the members has a Trading Pieces shirt. Same with one Vomit Remnants release. I want to say Disconformity, but maybe not. But there's the disc. Some close-up behind there. This has some very dirty, kind of muddy sounding production I really like. Really punchy, loud production, like I said. I didn't say that, but you know what I mean. Kind of stretched out artwork here. Very abstract looking, really cool. Yeah, these guys are really good. Very blasty, like I said. You know, grindy shit, but also with some just amazing slams. Vocals are a little more on the unique side. They're kind of more mids. They're not the most guttural, and there's not a lot of highs. It's just very straightforward. If you're into like Nile, you'll probably like these guys. And if you also want some just really catchy hip-hoppy slams, you'll also like this. But yeah, Infected Malignity Born from Despair. Next to last CD, we got Liturgy with Dawn of Ash. If you like Brodigan, you'll love this band, because this is literally just Brodigan, but with Maddie Way on vocals. It's like a side project, but it pretty much just sounds like Brodigan with a little bit of Discord in there. Naturally, because they have Maddie Way on vocals, but it sounds a lot like Methods of Execution, the last Brodigan album. I believe this came out around like the late 2000s or early 2010s. Not the best album cover ever, but it makes up for it in music. Production-wise, it sounds a lot like Methods of Execution, just a little punchier. Just ridiculously raw, grindy, fucking filthy shit. Maddie Way is one of the best vocalists in the genre. Just super low, really like just nasty fucking vocals. Love Maddie Way. Lyrics and all that stuff, kind of anti-religious sort of stuff. Really cool shit. Instrumental, like I said, it pretty much sounds like Brodigan, maybe a little bit more technical. Best songs here, I'd say, are probably Shrine of Moria and the title track. There's also covers of Broadkin's Cognitive Lusted, or excuse me, Broadkin's Infested with Worms and Disgorge's Cognitive Lusted Mutilation. So that's really cool. But yeah, one of the best side projects in real death metal, I'd say. We got, you know, masturbation, raw shit. If you don't like real death metal, you probably won't like this, but if you do, you'll love it. So yeah, Liturgy, Dawn of Ash. Very last CD I have to show, I just got in the mail yesterday, and this is a really cool, a little hard to get. Got this with an eBay card that my parents got me for Christmas. So again, thank you. This is Vomit Remnants with Supreme Entity. This is a second press. I think this came out like, the original album came out like 1999, but I know this press is from 2001. Really cool shit put out through Macabre Mementos. If you like Souls of Fate, Early Dying Fetus, or Internal Bleeding, you like Vomit Remnants. Japanese, kind of early slam sort of shit. I'd say the best song here is probably the first song, Putrefying Dead Flesh. I think there's programmed drums on here. There's also some bonus live tracks, but I know those have real drums. But yeah, just awesome shit, like I said. Really fast, super groovy. The vocals are really sick. There's a lot of highs and lows. Well, it's mostly lows. That kind of remind me a lot of Souls of Fate. But it has a lot of highs too. Sort of like Deeds of Flesh almost, the highs. The pictures of the band and then just like credits and stuff. But yeah, awesome shit. If you don't like programmed drums, then you won't like this because they're very fake sounding drums, but it's super fucking heavy and just really fun to listen to, honestly. Really groovy, catchy. Yeah, if you like early slam, you'll love Vomit Remnants. You should probably know them because they're like the most popular brutal death metal band to come out of Japan. But yeah, really good shit. Happy to own this. I know they also have an EP that came out in like 2001, Indefensible Behemoths. If you if you're new to Vomit Remnants, either that or Supreme Entity, I would recommend. They're both great releases. But yeah, that's it for this collection update, though. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, whatever. Happy holidays. But yeah, hopefully 2021 goes well for all you guys. Again, thank you for everybody who I mentioned this video that may have got me some of these CDs. You guys are all the best. Yeah, that's it for this video, though. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.